legendary shit, man. Another one when I was going deep thinking about like fucking you know, labels in the dub history, you know what I'm saying? Like big labels that we have. Of course I had to reach out to George Lopez, but then I realized, damn, it was one I had skipped. I had skipped someone that came a little bit before the DSR thing, so I had to go back and do my history, man. Like really go back and look at these labels. It's a few people I've been reaching out to, but this is one guy, forgive me, man, I was forgetting about when I was doing my original list of people I wanted to interview. I got Corey Clout. I mean, this is like, when it comes to this indie shit, Dallas boogie shit, I mean, we get into the beginning, we get into the root, we get into the when the lights was first on us, like, you know, nationally. That's where we at with this thing, man. So man, Corey Clout, man, on the driver's seat. Do they still call you that, Corey Clout? Or
that stuck forever. So,
yeah,
you know,
it's crazy because it's like Clout is such a big word now, but you were saying that in the 90s, like that was.
Man, you know, I think the first time that I saw the word Clout and I liked it, it was Mark McGuire and Steroid Man. The other guy was back to back on a baseball pictures, and it said Kings of Clout.
Dang, for real, that was a while back.
What the hell is Clout? And I looked it up. I said, Clout, really? It's better than money. It's better than, you know, it's influence. You know, so I stuck with it. I always stuck in my mind, and that's years before I even came up with a company name. I always just liked that word, and then when I started my marketing company, that's what I called it, was Clout Marketing. So
yeah, so you did the marketing before the actual label, or how did it work? Like,
so it was crazy. Like, I never really got into the music industry. I was always in the media at first.
Yeah, okay.
So I had known that I was going to prison for marijuana.
Yeah.
And I was gonna be gone. And my mother had a local publication called Metro News, and she's like, "You're going to prison, you're gonna be gone, you know, 4 or 5 years, you need to at least invest, you know, and do something." So I said, okay. I studied journalism and business in school, even though I just was going to play football, but
yeah,
I said it's something that I was comfortable in, so I said, let me put together a publication. So I came up with Dallas Entertainment Journal way back then and put it out. I did 6 issues as a tabloid newspaper and put it out.
Dope.
And when we were doing that, how we got into the music was I was the only one covering local music stuff. Observer wasn't showing no love to rap.
Man.
They wasn't playing nothing on the radio.
Yeah.
And so I covered it rap like just 90? Because I like rap with everything else.
Early 90s?
This is in, while I was on bond in 97.
Okay.
Well, no, I mean, I'm sorry, it had to be before that, because I was gone 97 to 2001. So this is probably right around that, you know, first of 97, around that range.
Okay. So you was covering just everything in Dallas?
Everything in Dallas, period. Same thing, like when you go to DallasEntertainmentJournal.com right now, I still own it.
Okay.
And I changed it to a once-a-year book and an online publication, but back then we were coming out every other week as a tabloid newspaper, just like Observer.
Yeah.
And so we covered national entertainment and local entertainment. And in the local entertainment, I just did a lot of rap because I liked rap.
Yeah.
You know, it had other stuff in there, but people were like, I want to jump in there because nobody else was covering it.
And who was like some of the people hot at the time? Like, was you just covering some of the people you end up signing?
Good players out of Oak Cliff had some stuff going out. I mean, it was that whole scene of, you know, Big Dank was doing stuff.
Yeah.
Man, it was so many. We did Red Rum had come out. There was a big label on the scene who was doing stuff with Picasso and Goo Goo. We had Young Hustlers. Like I say, we put out. So what I ended up doing was I put out a publication.
Yeah.
And everybody was on the hip hop stuff so much, so I just said, let's put out a CD. It's called DFW Rap All Stars, Time to Be Heard.
Yeah.
And we just did a compilation of everybody on there and came out. So people started trying to like call me like, I want to be down with your record label. Y'all getting all this publicity. I was like, man, I ain't got no record label.
So it was an accident.
It was an accident.
So that's how it started. You went from covering rap on the journalism side, just loving it.
Right.
And then put together a compilation. And
and to put out the compilation, we had to come up with get a label to be able to get a So I came up with Dynasty Records. Then at the very end, we had some guys rapping that we knew. So we're like, man, we'll just put them under our label and put their song on there.
Yeah. And
then I went away right after that, after we did the stuff for it and put out the issue and put the CD out. I was gone for the 4 years, and the whole time I'm gone, I kept up with my partner B, who we did Powerhouse together.
Okay.
Later when I got out, but he was doing Top Notch Studios, and he was working with one of the engineers that we had, and I'm sending them letters home from prison that Wendy Day was writing in Rap Coalition to teach them about the music.
Dang,
I mean, she was writing them in Murder Dog magazine to teach them about the music business.
Yeah.
So I'm sending that home to them, and they, whenever I got ready to get out, they're like, "We want to start a label." I'm like, y'all can start a label, but y'all ain't gonna be smoking weed over here at the studio getting me sent back to prison.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you be the president. We'll partner on it, but you ain't got to be on paper with it.
Yeah.
I was like, I said, what's going on? So at that point in time, whenever I had got back out, like I said, I was on probation and stuff.
Yeah.
So I got with B, we came up and we was gonna do it, but one of the main reasons that I decided to do it with him was he was gonna pay Wendy Day to teach us how to run a record label from the ground up.
Yeah.
And that was right after she had done the Cash Money deal to Universal.
Okay.
And then she had done some stuff on Master P. No, she was just a lady in the industry that's, a consultant. She still does stuff, Rap Coalition to this day on like Instagram. But she's super smart, agent, negotiator as far as good independent deals with a lot of controls, which she prides herself in.
So was it worth it, like the investment and?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so you learned so much.
To this day, that's was the basis of. We did with Powerhouse back then. We did 11 states and 23 cities, totally independent. She laid it out and introduced us to people in each city. Like we was working with David Banner in Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah.
But this is when he was just really doing beats and starting to do music. As far as that, she connected us with KLC, who we still work with to this day. When we do stuff that was doing beats by the pound and all that.
Yeah.
Every city they connected us with street team people, marketing people, and we actually toured and did the whole thing.
Oh yeah, that's dope.